you have to take a little bit of accountability for your actions. Okay, you got to take a little bit of accountability for your actions. You got to fucking sack up. You're a goddamn adult. You know what I mean?
Oh, guys, listen. I'm Jewish.
Sorry, I was like...
Sneeko Daily. Sneeko love speech.
Okay, I'll be real. Guys, listen. I'm Jewish. You guys know that. Hitler was a great leader. What he did was wrong. I obviously so fucked. It's for real. What he did was fucked up. He killed innocent people. But he was a good leader. Like,
okay,
at the end
hold
of the day,
on.
like,
This that's insane.
No, dude, getting tricked as a Jewish American into believing wait, is that yours or is that mine? That's mine, right?
That's yours. That's mine.
Yeah. Getting tricked as a Jewish American adult into like pro
what
Hitler.
do his parents think? Like, does his mother see this?
Pro Hitler sentiment is so funny.
Like
if this was a bit, it's hilarious, but it's not a fucking bit.
No, that's what I mean. Like it's like his hat. Like it's like
look at Sneeko's face. Like even Sneeko's like, what the fuck?
Like my parents love me unconditionally. They're wonderful parents. They're lovely people. If I said that, they wouldn't talk to me again, and I would understand it.
Yeah.
That's insane. That's crazy. Hitler was a great people. Yeah, he killed a lot of innocent people, but he was a great leader. Like what? Because you think a great leader, because his name.
What do you do? He built the Autobahn.
Okay, but you see, right? But he got to be the leader. He got to be the leader.
He literally was awful at being a leader.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys know this, but he lost.
And he killed himself.
He topped himself. He was twitching. He was on speed. He was also he was kind of like a baby everybody feted for the last few years of his, even in the war. He thought he was a general. He was a terrible general. I don't know what to say.
He failed.
Hitler was a great leader. Is one of those
conservatives love.
That's
dude,
Charlie Brown had hose.
Right wingers love losership, bro. They can't let it go. They're like, oh, the Confederacy. It's like, bro, that went, dude. The McRib has had more staying power than the fucking Confederacy. You just gotta let it go at some point. Stop being a fucking loser, dog. Same shit with the Nazis. I don't understand it. They're like, no, it'll rise again. No, fuck you. Okay, well, I guess also technically it is rising again.
Well, yeah. Well, and the Hitler thing is it's just ignorance. In the most true essential that is an ignorant person with ignorant attitudes and ignorant ideals, and he sees the world in a disgusting way. So yeah, keep that motherfucker banned for I don't know, aeons.
I just don't when
if
they
pull out the Ark of the Covenant.
The thing is, if he wasn't doing this shit, then if this was, I don't know, 3 years ago, and he is actively been yeah, I'm so sorry about all the shit that I said. It was really dumb of me. I learned, I was a young 24-year-old or whatever. But it's like, what are you doing? I want him to rehabilitate. I want him to not be a fucking dickhead. I want him to not have opinions like this. Okay. But it's just crazy where he's like, no, please let me in on Twitch. I saw the same shit with Sneeko. He's trying to get unbanned too. He's like, I did a lot of fucked up stuff. Okay. The fucked up stuff is defending pedophilia. What do you mean?
I mean, it is look, I'll also say this, before about, I don't know, 10 years ago, it was considered a hard-earned privilege that you usually had to, demonstrate talent and ability to have the ability to speak in front of thousands of people at a time. It wasn't just something awarded to you. And perhaps it's good and not bad that people can use social media to connect with large audiences, in a straightforward way. I would suspect that all of this could be credited to that as well. The flip side of it, though, is that this method also lets in that motherfucker. It lets in an idiot like that guy and gives him a platform because, I mean, what is he even good at? 2K?
Adin? No, not. He was
what is it like?
He was funny. He was funny. He was funny. He was
funny.
He would do. He had a decent nature about him. He had a funny disposition. I'm being fair. Come on, guys. As a content creator, remove the last 3 or 4 years. Remove the Andrew Tate.
Prior to this shit. What was that?
Andrew Tate, he would play 2K, play COD, that's whatever. But that wasn't the reason why he blew up. The reason why it blew up was because he would make a mockery of himself, like a jester, right? In front of very famous people. And I think like there was something to that. Like he did do a lot of the stuff that like I think Kai does right now and does very well. Without, Kai does it also very well in a much more manageable and normal and relatively brand friendly way. Whereas Adin was also kind of funny and did a lot of like cool shit, did a lot of like celebrity collabs and things of that nature. And there is space for someone who makes a mockery of themselves in an intentional way. It's just that I think at a certain point he leveled up the self-harm to a degree where he just became like a kind of hateful person. He like really rode the Andrew Tate shit, got really invested in the gambling. A lot of these guys got a lot of bags, like big ass bags from fucking the crypto casino, stake.com. And they just never look back. And it's weird because like people still find this to be authentic, not realizing that, it is the most inauthentic thing you can do, which is get tens of millions of dollars from a fucking cryptocurrency casino and say some of the most unhinged shit to desperately clip farm and generate content that way and develop a community of fucking serial doxers, Nazis, and fucking harassers. And when I say Nazis, I'm not being woke. I mean like literally fucking neo-Nazis. Like one of his emos was straight up the Groiper meme of like the greedy merchant meme, but with Aiden's face. Like that's his community. How fucking nuts is that?
I mean, it's like, it's very sad. It's sad. It's also just, it's sad not just because it's like, it's weird to see, like, it's just definitionally, in the same way that it's sad to see Kanye be like, I love Hitler. Like, it's weird. It's sad to see a Jewish guy be like, I love Hitler. And it's sad to think that, like, he has reach.
I mean,
like,
if it was a bit, it's funny.
If it was a bit, yeah, it would be funny.
Yeah, it's like hilarious to think of a guy who's so dumb that he was duped into believing
but
that the
like,
Holocaust didn't happen or some shit.
I mean,
like,
it seems pretty clear that he's got something wrong with him, man.
Anyway,
I don't know.
And yeah, chat forgets we used to be on good terms. Exactly. Like I was actively trying to help him out. Dude, I'm live right now. But what is this? What is this fucking? I'm showing you to everyone. Look at this fucking guy. Yeah, there was. I was trying to be a unk. I was trying to be a good unk, okay? And he went with the bad unk. He went with Andrew Tate. That's what happened. Which way Western man happened, okay? Which way Western man? On the one hand, you got Hasanabi who fucking paints his nails and is gay, okay? And on the other hand, you have Andrew Tate who is like way gayer than me, by the way, with the way that he dresses and shit. Like it's crazy how gay he dresses and like people still think that's the beacon of
it's
straight.
It's true. He does look like a waiter.
So
he looks like a waiter in Vanderpump Rules.
He's so fucking Euro, bro. Exactly. Anyway,
like he should be getting me mozzarella sticks at Sir.
That's besides the point. My point is he chose his lane, and in that process, he became this like angry person, like incredibly angry person. And slowly but surely, he leveled up on that anger and resentment and frustration and right wing politics, and he basically maxed out. Now he wants to turn back, but he's still doing this shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Take it with a grain of salt with what I'm saying. Like, no, he was. Okay, I'll be real. Guys, listen.
And the saddest part about it is like I tried communicating to him that if he goes down this pathway, he's going to fucking become the person that he is now.
Okay, but bro,
the process he got like addicted.
What? He said take it with a grain of salt.
Yeah, that's true.
He said take it with a grain of salt.
That's fair.
He said take Hitler as a grain of leader with a grain of salt.
Yeah. I tried to save him from the Kanye shit too back in the day. Anyway, my point is a lot of the stuff that I said, yeah, this is the gayest tone tweet. Jewish guy who's so dumb he gets convinced to be a Nazi is still such a top tier character. Yeah, this motherfucker wants to get unbanned from Twitch, and he's throwing up a Sig Heil, bro, on January 16th.
I fuck with all you over here too. Thank you so much for coming. I really.
What, bro?
Like, what are you doing? Jewish guy who's so dumb he gets convinced to be a Nazi is still such a top tier character. Like, if it wasn't real, it would be funny, but unfortunately, it's sad and it is real. Yeah, he actually did this before Elon. Because Elon did it on January 6th.
And I love that they call it a controversial arm gesture. Because that is like...
I really appreciate it. Thank you guys for all coming. I'm going to come out here and check up on this side too.
Yeah, he did hit it pretty clean.
He hits it way cleaner than Elon and all the... Yeah.
I mean, okay, look, the other thing is that like part of what all the Nazi shit is that like that thing that Andrew Tate clip that was going viral where he's like, you see, like World War II is the greatest evil, right? And you know, like
Andrew,
like, it is just about like finding like what is the most outrageous thing I can do and doing it, like evacuating it of any content, just knowing like, oh yeah, like this is controversial. This will get a lot of attention. This will get the crowd going. Who gives a shit if it's literal Nazi stuff? It's like I just know that it's like hitting the sides of the thing in operation. Like, zzz, like it just has the I mean nothing like what else in our society does have like the juice of like of saying Hitler was good? Like nothing. That's why he's saying it. It's cheap. It's beyond childish.
It's just, God, it makes me sad. It makes me sad because like it didn't have to fucking be this way. You know what I mean? Like because I think about not only like what this has done to him and probably his own like his own mindset, his own psyche. But also on top of that, like there are now fucking like thousands, if not millions of young boys who also think this shit is so fucking cool. They're being corny.
Gavin Newsom's son, dude.
Yeah.
Probably. I mean, if Charlie Kirk is, although
it's so busted.
It's bad.
Yeah. Anyway, the point is, you know, people see this kind of shit. So if you do want to be unbanned, you can't do this kind of shit. You shouldn't do this kind of shit regardless. But it's also incredibly fucking stupid if you do this kind of shit. Yeah, there was also when he told a viewer he would give him $20,000 if he slashes his brother's throat because he watches me. He said his pronouns are kill/dem. He offered $1 million to find dirt on me. He told me to kill myself. There were so many things that he's done to me personally, but that's not the reason why I'm saying this. I don't give a shit. There are a lot of people online that say that kind of stuff. That stuff washes past me. I don't give a fuck about that. I'm telling you, okay? But when you do stuff like that, okay, if you think that some 45-year-olds are not actually seeing that and going, well, I don't want that toxicity because it will carry over not just to Hassan, but other content creators as well, then you'd be wrong, okay?
Yeah, I don't really see why you would let a guy in your house who's just going to like smear shit on the walls.
That's
seems bad for everyone.
That's it. It's like, it's poison. Like... That is why a lot of these dudes that do stuff like this and then consistently level up in the toxicity and the fucking harassment campaigns against other content creators and shit, like they don't realize they're doing it to themselves. There is no accountability at all. And people always say that about me. They're like, Hassan, you never get held accountable or whatever the fuck. But it's like, I'm not doing that.
I hold you accountable when you don't respond to my text messages.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I didn't want coffee, but I saw it too late anyway.
You know, call me cool and good.
That's true.
I hold you accountable.
I'm technically not losing, yes. However, I do want to say that it's still addicting. I still do it off stream all the time. Like I was just doing it like before I called you. So
okay, but don't put that on your fucking fan base too. That's what I'm saying. Anyway, whatever. You're not gonna listen to me. It's clear. I keep telling you not to do it, but you keep doing it.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of this stuff.
What is he talking about?
Gambling.
I
was trying to get him to stop gambling. I tried to get him to stop gambling over and over again. I tried to tell him like, don't take the fucking bag. And the example of a person who I had zero impact on, who actually made that exact same decision on their own, is Kai Cenat. I never told Kai Cenat not to do any of this shit, and perhaps that was a good thing because clearly nobody fucking listens.
You've got a great record.
Yeah,
so far.
nobody listens to me. People just like fucking do the exact opposite of what I tell them. But Kai didn't do any of that shit. And look at him now. Do you understand? Like you have to take a little bit of accountability for your actions. Okay? You got to take a little bit of accountability for your actions. You got to fucking sack up. You're a goddamn adult. You know what I mean? Hassan is a 0% success rate with these people. It's because the areas of impact where I am successful are invisible because you don't think about it. That's the only reason. But when I'm unsuccessful, it's very public.
Is the shirtless thing part of his bit too?
I mean, it's not even a bit. I think it's just who he is.
Okay, all right. I get what you're saying, but the Phils thing is what I was like, all right, the Phils.
How do you keep thinking that you can little bro people that you barely know, man? First of all, little bro people that I barely know. I knew this person a lot better than fucking Andrew Tate did. The fuck are you talking about?
This thing is fucked up. It's wrong. I get that. But if it's raw balance, you know, it's my money and I get I'm being paid to do it. It's still, it's not fake gambling anymore at that point. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's called scamming.
No, I don't get what you're saying. Like even so, you're. I get it. I get what you're trying to say. I still don't agree with it. It doesn't matter. You're like, oh man, I'm just like losing my own money. Who cares? It's like, okay, you're still.
Look, I know what you're saying. Either way, I think if you gamble, you're gonna lose, and I make that very clear, and everyone knows that. But
look, the only thing that is gonna make you stop, I know for a fact, is when Stake is like, all right, fuck this. We're no longer paying these motherfuckers, and then you're still gonna gamble probably, but not as much as you do, and you're not going to move to Toronto for it.
True.
Anyway, all right. So what did you want to talk about? You want to talk about politics here? Well, yeah. It just makes me sad, dude. I tried my fucking best. I tried for like a year plus, almost 2 years.
If they don't fuck with you, obviously Twitch don't fuck with Adin. You know what I'm saying? Dan Clancy got something, you know what I'm saying? They will look at what you do on every other off-platform activities.
But it makes sense. It makes sense as to why, like, it makes sense as to why they would do that. You know what I mean? Like, of course, because the shit he's doing off platform isn't just like marginal shit. I don't know why other content creators like refuse to understand this. Like, it's not. How do I explain this in a way that people can comprehend? Like, what is a good analogy here? Like, it's not a minor infraction that they're like holding you accountable over. It's like major shit, you know? Like denying the Holocaust is major shit.
Well,
okay?
and also it's
saying
like
Hitler was a good leader is not like minor in the eyes of these fucking platforms, at least for the time being.
Well, and also he's big. Like he's not just going to show up and have like 10 viewers and he's just some guy. And like,
yeah, you're bringing your fucking, you're bringing your fucking audience with you.
And on top of which it's like, this is a business. And if like Adin Ross is going to engage with like the lead people on this platform, the people who generate content or whatever, and he like spreads his cancer everywhere, I guess, then the fear is that it spreads. It makes like, from a business perspective, it makes complete sense why you don't want somebody saying Hitler was great. Like that's, I don't know. I'm not really sure you could ever convince me that it's a wise business decision to invite like, or to invite somebody who's like even saying it just to like trigger or provoke an outrage and like thinks that that's like a line to cross.
Yeah.
I'm talking Facebook.
Clipping out of context real quick. Good.
I'm talking IG. I'm talking Snapchat. I'm talking, you know, Skype, all type of shit. They will watch what you do. And if they not fucking what you do, they will never unban you, bro.
Yeah.
You know? They will never unban you. So yes, they were watching it. They have been watching Adin.
Yeah, that's why when people say, "Oh, he got banned 3 years ago for like unmoderated chat or whatever," which by the way, they never say what was going on in the unmoderated chat. They never mention that. It was just Sig Heils left and right. Yeah, that's not the main reason why you don't get unfucking banned. Okay. Another good example of this is Speed. Okay, look at Speed now. Look at Speed now. Speed is unbanned from Twitch. Look at Speed now. Why is he unbanned from Twitch? It's not just because he became a large content creator. He became one of the largest content creators, but also in the process, while he was becoming a larger content creator, he literally stopped doing the shit that he was doing when he was like 16, 17 that caused him to get banned to begin with. That's it. Like, why? Why won't anybody, why the fuck won't anyone who, any of these other content creators who are literally older than Speed not recognize that? You know? That's it. It's just accountability, like, and owning up to your mistakes and like trying to become better, trying to become a healthier person.
If you don't own up to them as mistakes and you don't listen when people call them mistakes and you don't do that, then people might get the impression that you don't think they were mistakes. You know, like that. You know, maybe
because they don't think
your actions and what you say and what you do and how you're perceived are in effect the definition of what you are to other people.
Ice Poseidon's been banned for so goddamn long, and Adin's gonna be just like that. I don't know. Maybe they will unban Adin. I don't know. Like, I have no say in this matter, contrary to what people fucking think I have a say on. But yeah, someone made a baseball analogy, and I think it's important. It's a decent one. Disagreeing with the ref and getting ejected from one game versus assaulting another player and consistently making threats to do it again, or rather, disagreeing with the ref and getting ejected from one game and then continuing to fucking go and play basketball and like fighting people in the basketball courts. People are gonna be like, okay, I don't want you to play baseball no more.
Yeah, on like the pickup courts across the street with like the weird, like with like those really weird.
Yeah, you got ejected from the baseball game. You went over and you started beating the shit out of people on the other courts. They see that. They're gonna be like, okay, well, clearly you're a danger.
I do think that it is also like, yeah, I mean, I don't know. Is there like this like unban him meme or whatever? Like, is there anybody that it's proven to be successful with where like you just say it enough and they were just like, fine, we'll flip the switch? Like, has it ever actually worked?
No, I don't think it has. But it doesn't hurt to like actively get some of the larger content creators on the platform to also petition on your behalf, which is what Aiden's trying to do.
No, it makes sense.
But like
it's if one were to try to do it, that's how you would do it.
But that's not going to. Gideon did kind of. No, for Gideon didn't just also fucking demand to be unbanned or whatever. Gideon at that point, and I don't know what the fuck he's up to now, but at that point he had actually changed the ways that he was operating. He had reformed. He apologized. He literally he apologized, asked for fucking asked for the people like Pokimane to you know, accept his apology. She did. You know what I mean? Like he's doing pedo hunting videos now. Oh, brother.
Oh no.
Yeah. So that's what it is.
It's always
and
bad.
it's not
it's
because
always bad to worse with these
and
people,
it's not because
man.
and it's not because like Pokey endorsed him and that's why, because Pokimane has like a lot of staying power in this situation. Like no, it's because Pokey was the wronged party. Of course Twitch is going to want to defend its content creators from other content creators who are like actively trying to fucking harm them.
Do you think he's ever read a book?
What?
I'm just like thinking
Adin Ross? No, he's not read a book.
That's what you do. And if they not fucking what you do, they will never unban you, bro. You know? They will never unban you. So yes, they were watching it. They have been watching Adin. And I know for a fact they've been watching Adin.
Dude, what is up with Twitter clips, bro? What the fuck is going on?
You're telling me the Everything app's videos don't load properly? I'm
it's
shocked.
Like 50 seconds.
I'm
it's like I had to
shocked.
restart
doing
it.
streams with a particular motherfucker, and all talk stopped.
Yeah, he's right.
All talk ceased.
Yeah, Rage is 100% right about this. Yeah, he's talking about fucking Nick Fuentes and shit and Sneeko.
I was so mad. I texted, I was like, Adin, why the fuck are you streaming with this motherfucker, bro? Cooked. But that just told me,
Yeah, he is illiterate.
What does a fascist
I'm sure you've seen this before.
Yeah, I have, but not in a minute.
It means you are a far right authorization ultra-analytic, oh my God, ultra-analyst, political ideology movement characterized by dictator leadership, centralized autocracy, militarism.
I mean, he grew from this. He like learned what it was and was like, "This is awesome."
He got to sentences.
Yeah, he learned what these characterizations were,
Yeah,
and was
he
like,
said they're good.
Yeah.
Forcible suppression of opposition. So I don't know what that means, bro. I swear to God, I don't know what the fuck a fascism is. I don't know what the fuck that is.
No, that reminds me of the thing
Benito
from 40-Year-Old
Mussolini
Virgin,
and
like,
Givialdi.
the Kevin Harpett and 40-Year-Old Virgin, where he's like, all right, you're using a lot of big words at me. I'm gonna have to take that as a sign of disrespect. That's how that feels to me.
yeah,
Gentile. And Jason
Missouli.
Stanley. Like, who the fuck are these people, bro? Never heard in my fucking life. What is an example of a fascist? Yo!
Nazi party led by Adolf Hitler. Yo! Now he's
Sorry, I didn't know that Adin Ross said the words Jason Stanley.
But, this is the other funny thing. Like Adin Ross and Ethan Klein are saying the same shit. Look at this. Look.
Why do people think I'm Hitler? I've never denied the Holocaust.
The
Platform
Holocaust.
neo-Nazis. He platforms fucking terrorists. I platform Nick Fuentes.
Thank you, Ethan Klein. Very cool, Ethan Klein. Yo, Ethan Klein's got a lot of fucking good allies in this fight. Let me tell you, okay? He's got Sex Pestany. He's got fucking Elon Musk. He's got Adin Ross, apparently. Keemstar. All the best and brightest have come together. Asmongold. Okay? Motherfucker built their Legion of Doom and still thinks he's like, I'm a progressive. I'm pro-Palestine. Tim Pool. Quarter pounder.
Anti-Semitic artwork as his official emotes. I don't even do my emotes. It's Prismel and Lico and Citrus. Like, bro, uses massage.
Like, I don't want anyone to be fucking permabanned from any platform, okay? I'm a content creator. I also talk about a lot of stuff that people in positions of power don't want me to talk about, okay? That's precisely the reason why, even though I don't say anything fucking anti-Semitic because I'm not an anti-Semite, people constantly lose their shit and try to smear me as one. Why? Because I'm anti-Israel, and you can't be that, okay? Now, because of that reason, I understand censorship being a obvious weapon to wield against someone like myself. Okay, it's both self-preservation and also the principle that I think, you know, it's not a good thing to permanently ban people from fucking platforms. But the problem is, if you keep doubling down, tripling down, quadrupling down on this dumb shit, like, of course they're not going to fucking unban you, man. I want Adin Ross to get better, okay? I want him to get better. I don't want him to fucking platform Nazis. I want him to be like, you know what? I've learned from the past. I shouldn't do any of this shit, and I'm going to actively work against doing this shit, okay? But it's just crazy that he just, like, doesn't realize why this is happening and then just thinks, nah, it's because of Hassan or some shit.
Misogynistic rhetoric. What? I make it very clear. Girls are very good at a set of things, and men are very good at a set of things. It's fact.
Hassan's misogynistic rhetoric. Girls are from Jupiter, and boys are from Mars. Straight up.
Anyway, it's just like, ugh.